Beardos, weirdos, boils and ghouls, channel members. This is the first Beardo Gets Scared really haunted tale. Now, this really haunted tale is a personal story attached to me. It all started back in 1992. I was a young lad, sat at home in my parents' very creepy house. It was an old terraced house, an old miner's house, if you will. And through the nights, we heard bumps and knocks. Sometimes we could hear people talking when there was no one there. You'd assume it was the neighbours. But often, the neighbours were out. In the corners of your eyes, you'd see fleeting shadow figures. You'd put things down, only to turn around and see that they're no longer there. As a curious child, and a fan of the Ghostbusters, I thought our house could be haunted. So I set out to talk to the ghost. Numbers 0 to 9. Little pentagram in the middle to make it extra spooky. Started to talk to the dead. And I called out to any spirits in the surrounding area, please enter the circle now. And nothing happened. And I called out again, if there is anyone here with me, can you give me a sign? Something I was told never to do. The dining room window, it sounded like somebody thudded on it. I looked out, there was nobody there. Just the neighbour's empty garden. I continued to call out, what is your name? And the planchette started to move. It moved to Z, then to O, then to Z, then to O. And as a young boy, I thought, who calls themselves Zozo? That's stupid. So then I asked the board, when will I die? And the planchette slid to number 1, then to D, then to A, and settling on Y. One day. But in the back of my mind, there was a little voice. You were told not to take your hands off the planchette. So I said to the spirit, can you leave me be? And the planchette shot violently to no. I asked again, and the planchette shook on the spot. Again, telling me no. While sat there fearful, a radio in the room burst into life. It scared the hell out of me. I slid the glass over to goodbye and said the words, you are not welcome here, goodbye. And I moved over to turn off the radio. The radio was not plugged in. I was terrified. Absolutely terrified. The radio cut out, the lights went out, and I'm looking around. There's nothing here but silence and the cold black night. And then the light comes on, and as I run for the living room door, I see a shadow run past me in the corner of my eye. Fear struck me. I ran into the living room, through the living room to the bottom of my stairs, the stairs that had always creeped me out as a child. I ran up the stairs, but as I'm running, I can hear footsteps behind me, ever inching closer. I run across the landing to my bedroom, slam the door, and then I do the only thing you can do to keep the evil entities out. I hid under the quilt. And whilst laying there, I hear the door handle creak. I hear the door open, but I dare not peek. Then I hear the creaking of the floorboards at the foot of my bed. Something is stood there. Then I feel the quilt move from off of my right foot, and I feel this icy cold grip on my ankle. I went to scream in fear, but nothing came out. I was voiceless. I was at the mercy of this shadow entity with no idea what to do or who to call out for. My parents were sleeping, but I could make no sound. And then I feel a pulling on my leg. It's pulling me. It's pulling me. It's pulling on my leg. It's pulling me further and further down the bed. And it keeps pulling my leg. It keeps pulling on my leg. Just like I'm pulling yours. I hope you enjoyed this stupid video. I literally had a dream about something like that happening. And then woke up, said to Mrs. Geek, I'm going to make a video about that. Seems funny. Hope you enjoyed it. Much love to you all. Beardo out.